Mahmoud Khalil now!
A student is detained and protests erupt at Columbia University. Protesters are demanding transparency from the university administration, but the authorities are not backing down. So, what is behind this incident? At Rise of People, we bring you the behind the scenes of this protest. If you're ready, here we start. Part 1. Reason for the protest and demands. On April 2, 2025, at Columbia University, students staged a historic protest. About 80 students chained themselves to the door of St. Paul's Chapel. Why? Because ICE detained Columbia University student Mahmoud Khalil, and students want the people behind this detention to be revealed. Free Mahmoud Khalil. Release the names of the Board of Trustees. That's the protesters' biggest demand. But what did the university administration do? He intervened with security guards within 2 hours.
Hi, do you want to tell us why you're here today? And just a while ago, protesters were on the other side of the university. Can you tell us what made you change your spot and sort of resume or continue this protest?
Yeah, so this morning, Jewish students chained themselves to the gates on the opposite side of campus, and that was met with a repression of NYPD and public safety removing those students from campus property. We are more Jewish students, and now we are on another fence on campus, continuing to chain ourselves to the gates with the same demand. The message here is no matter how many students you get rid of, no matter how many students you repress, there are still students on this campus who stand with Mahmoud Khalil and want transparency over how his name got to DHS and which trustee handed his name.
Part 2. Who is Mahmoud Khalil, and why was he detained? So, who is Mahmoud Khalil? He is a student and activist at Columbia University. In 2024, he led pro-Palestinian protests on campus, but ICE identifies him as a national security threat and claims he has ties to Hamas. But there is one striking detail. Khalil has not been charged with a crime. ICE used direct State Department authority to revoke his visa. So, is this a political move? Part 3. The progress of the protests and the university's response. How did the Columbia University administration respond to the protesters? Officials said the protest violated rules, and security guards cut the chains and removed 4 students from campus. But that wasn't enough for them to back down. The students continued the sit-in in front of the gate, saying, "We will not stop fighting." They continued to stand up to the university administration. Chapter 4. Escalating reactions and public opinion. Divergence on social media. The incident spread quickly on social media. Some supported the students, others called the protests unnecessary. Thousands of people shared the hashtag #FreeMahmoud. But some blame the protesters. This is just a demonstration. They're breaking Columbia University's rules.
Mahmoud Khalil now! Mahmoud Khalil now!
Part 5. Is this part of a bigger picture? We at Rise of People ask, is this just an incident at Columbia University, or is it part of a larger movement? In recent years, there has been more repression, especially of students organizing pro-Palestinian protests. Is this a threat to academic freedom? Are immigration policies being used to suppress activism? Are the charges against Mahmoud Khalil real, or is this a tool of political repression? Has the Columbia University administration acted correctly towards the protesters? Share your views in the comments. And remember, we at Rise of People will continue to follow protest movements around the world. Subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications for more content.